Bula and welcome back to Naui Marina in Savu Savu, Fiji. Today we're about to step on board OPTIMYSTIC, which is an impeccably maintained 2021 Lagoon 46 catamaran. She's hull number 164. She's a 4-cabin version fitted in Lagoon's Elegance line with comfort equipment configuration and hardtop Flybridge. Having undergone Lagoon's bulkhead reinforcements in 2024, she comes equipped with a hydraulic Tenderlift and swim platform and is rigged for single-person sailing from her spacious Flybridge. She has 3 Harken electric winches, a flat electric traveler winch, and improved double reefing line configuration. She comes with a full array of sailing gear and is turnkey and ready to take you blue water cruising around the world. I can't wait to show you more about OPTIMYSTIC, so let's meet Wells and Val, her owners, who have just arrived from French Polynesia and actually just cleared customs in Fiji about an hour before I stepped on board. Bula and welcome to Fiji, guys. So you've just arrived, just cleared customs, yes?
Just cleared customs an hour ago into Fiji.
Yeah.
And they were lovely. It was an easy process.
Easy so far.
It takes a little time.
It's a place. I've never seen a country that smiles so much.
Yes.
It is
lovely,
amazing.
Lovely.
Warm and welcoming. So we were really excited. So I'm Val.
And I'm Wells.
Yes.
And this
so
is
nice
OPTIMYSTIC.
to meet you both, and finally able to meet in person and hop on your beautiful boat. So we'll have a look around and have a look at everything in details. So here we are at Naui Marina in Savu Savu, Fiji, which is absolute heaven for cruisers from all around the world. And so this is where we are right now, possibly moving towards Viti for next step.
Yep, exactly. Moving west. Always
Yes.
moving west. Using the trades.
Exactly.
That's the
Yes.
idea.
So westward journey.
So we're still in Fiji, but just west of here. So tell me a little bit about how did you get started in the cruising world?
Sure. So I'm a physician in Cleveland, and I grew up in a maritime family. My grandfather actually started the Maritime History Museum in Philadelphia.
Wow.
If anyone goes see Independence Seaport Museum. It's amazing. And I grew up doing lots of dinghy racing on the east coast of the U.S. and team racing and so forth. But OPTIMYSTIC was our first boat. And lots of dinghies growing up, but this was our first yacht.
and a big, beautiful boat that we're really proud of. Too.
Yes, she should be. Yeah. She's beautiful.
And sort of things began with just before COVID.
Right.
And we have 3 children, and we wanted to do a trip together. The oldest just before moving to college, and our youngest so that he wouldn't drown if he fell overboard.
Right.
And
that was how we decided.
How we decided on this year.
Yeah, exactly. This is the perfect age.
And this was the year. So 2025 was the year.
Yeah.
But we should talk about why we decided to do this.
Okay, why did we decide?
Yeah, we decided to do this. I mean, COVID was hard as a physician. I mean, Wells got really burned out. There was such a demand for medical services, and also the patients were struggling. And we went on a holiday, and we were the only people in this huge resort. And we were sitting on the beach in Antigua,
which has amazing maritime history.
And we were looking out at these sailboats, and Wells turns to me and he said, "We should do this trip now. We shouldn't wait any longer because this is for all ages, this kind of adventure."
Exactly.
All ages, but there's also an element of us wanting to share it with our children. Our children were the time factor piece here. So we decided that we wanted to move forward, and so Wells booked a sailing course for me because I did not know how to sail yet. So step 1 of our plan was to do the sailing course, and then buy the boat, and then basically move onward from there.
So what made you decide on this boat?
So again, we have a family of 5, so 3 children, and the 4 of us. We needed 4 cabins.
Yes.
And when looking at kind of the sweet spot in terms of catamarans, and catamarans, no monohull. We wanted space. We wanted safety. We wanted
stability.
We wanted
comfort.
We wanted redundant systems. So when it came to catamarans, there's sort of this below 50 years old or 50 feet long. It's kind of where the magic happens.
Yes.
And so we loved the setup here in terms of the lagoon. versus the Leopard and versus the FP, just because the Fontaine Pajot, just because of the way that this boat was set up for us, specifically the Flybridge.
But we didn't know that at first.
No.
We also had to visit a lot of different boats to decide what was going to work best. And things like that, the Flybridge, that elevated Flybridge, there were all these pieces that we didn't realize until we were on the Lagoon, on this boat, that
what a difference it would make.
Exactly. And how that would work and how important that would be for us, too.
Yeah.
So I everything is, you come in with one idea, and then after 8 months of hard sailing and living, I am very pleasantly surprised that we actually got it right.
We got it right. Yeah, we made the right choice.
Miracle. So we've had a very different sailing experience than a number of our other cruisers because of the Flybridge. We've seen whales and dolphins and turtles and manta rays, and that you just don't connect with when you're at water level. And it doesn't change your sail plan, and it doesn't change your speed.
So you were happy with the turn of
very,
speed?
very happy. Very happy. Great decision.
Okay. So we'll be having a look at your sail wardrobe, but what's the sail that you preferred in all of your...
Well, honestly, the main and the jib do everything.
That's a good combination.
It's the way that this boat is.
Because it's a self-tacking jib, so
it's self-tacking jig, exactly. So this is a single-person boat. So all the lines come back to the helm. They're all electric winches. The original sail plan for the Lagoon has a single line reefing system, which is problematic because of the stresses it puts on the lines and so forth. We've upgraded that, and so with this double line reefing system we have, it's a single person boat. It's great. And then light winds, honestly, it's our parasail. It's the Oxley.
My favorite, the parasail.
It's great.
The parasail is so good.
First of all, it's beautiful. This is coming from somebody who's clearly not from the sailing background.
It's very functional.
It's beautiful, and it's quiet. There's just something about the parasail.
There's a great deal of give too, so it's not a.
You don't have to keep tweaking it all the time.
You don't have to tweak it all the time, and the spinnakers, when you get a gust, it gives you this. It's almost like this pitch poling effect where you're sinking your nose in the water.
But not the parasail.
The parasail lifts the bow. So it's very easy. You sort of set it and forget it. And it makes cruising in light winds very pleasurable. So those are really the main, the jib, self-tacking jib, and the Oxley are it. We have a Code Zero that we haven't really used in Panama.
A little bit.
8,000 miles ago.
But
the parasailer can be used at wind angles that are comparable to the Code Zero. And so it's more complicated in terms of the raising and the dousing of the Code Zero than the Oxley. Those three have been what we needed.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So we'll have a look around, and we maybe start with a cockpit. With a Flybridge. Sorry.
Flybridge. Sorry. Let's head on up.
Okay, so here we are in this wonderful Flybridge, which I noticed you've got all the covers that go all around it.
So you can keep the front open, the back closed. It's so very protected.
And this is wonderful big bench, so you can sit with the whole family.
The whole family here and behind.
To keep you company.
And also with what we call the Fat Boy, which is a nice little bean bag.
Yeah, that is good. Okay, so you've only just arrived, but you still have some of your safety items. It's so good. All right, so really big B&G screen, 16 inches. So, so when was that put in?
This was with the boat, and all the software has been updated as of 2024. It comes with both the Caribbean SD card, the Pacific and Australian SD cards with Navionics.
So just because we didn't mention it at the beginning, but we actually on a Lagoon 46, and which year was it launched?
Launched in the end of 2020, so it's a 2021 model. It's hull number 161.
So the HIN number 21 at the end. So 21. So there we are. So everything is really quite young. Really great, the B&G, isn't it?
Love it. Love it.
Can't get any better than that.
And with it, we also have the Zeus. This is the Zeus 3. It has the Halo 20 Plus radar.
Yes.
So it's completely integrated. It does a wonderful job of tracking weather systems and squalls that you can actually track and avoid that way.
You've got your AIS onto it as well.
Yep. And so when if you know, as easy as the radar is, it's not on right now, but it's very easy to power on instantly. And then you can actually track 3 different targets at any time.
Oh, right. It is on.
Yeah. And then of course there's at night, you go into just the night mode, everything becomes nice, you can adjust the brightness. It makes life very easy. So we love this system. It's a very easy system to deal with. And again, this is the 16-inch monitor. We have a 12-inch monitor in the down below in the salon.
And then any of those widgets are being used?
I'm sorry?
Any of those widgets, like
the widgets, and so with two different smaller screens. I usually keep this just on the wind angle and the speed. This is our heading if we have the autopilot on, and then different widgets you can create different screens with charts and radars and
the charts cards, like the
chart cards. Yeah, so again we have the Caribbean, the Pacific, and Australia. So we've covered
half the world.
Yeah. So everyone has. So the SD cards themselves are in the unit downstairs. They're linked. They talk perfectly through the NEMA cables.
Yeah.
And you can unplug. We haven't put in the Australia card yet because we haven't needed it yet, which is nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then, so your engines, so you have Yanmar,
twin Yanmars, the 4JH 57s. They have been bomb-proofs for us.
Yeah, they're great engines.
We're getting them. They've been perfectly serviced along their lifespan. I guess in terms of a little history of the boat was purchased from its first owner, who unfortunately after purchasing the boat was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and so he kindly enough sold it to our family. So it came with very few hours on the engines, and it was maintained through the Lagoon dealership in the Caribbean through Sail Caribe, and so the engines have been serviced every 500. Before Pacific Crossing, we had all the sail drives serviced and seals replaced, and we're due for an oil change and sail drive oil change tomorrow.
Okay.
So we keep up on everything right now.
So
they're about
current hours on
1300.
1300.
Yeah, on both engines. So.
All right. Yeah. Good. I like that you have the analog ones, not the
electric.
I don't really like the electronics much.
Exactly. And up here we also have our windlass, so we can control the windlass here, both here and with a remote in the bow. We have again electric furler for on the starboard side for both raising the code 0 and Oxley. And then transitioning to the lines of the Oxleys here, 2 electric winches on the port side. Everything is, again, come straight back, easily labeled. We do have a man overboard line, so if somebody goes over, we have a separate line to hoist somebody out of the water. Safety first on Optimistic.
Absolutely.
Have a flat furling system here. One of the problems of the original Lagoons was that they used a Dyneema core line on their travelers, which shrunk, and they'd burn out the motors. But just replace this. So it's a nice, strong Dyneema core, but it works incredibly smoothly.
Wow, perfect.
Which is great. In the stern here, we have a flat Starlink antenna, which is really key compared to most boats, which your lines are going to get tangled around and get stripped overboard.
So good.
And then we have our backup satellite system, our Iridium, which plugs into our Predict Wind and AIS system.
Yeah.
In the stern here, because of our Tenderlift and the way that the Tenderlift works, the Lagoon approved position for our brand new 8-person life raft is just here in the stern.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so now we are at the massive solar panel system
massive,
that you have.
and sort of a custom aluminum, rugged aluminum stainless gantry.
Yes.
That was installed just about 1 year ago. Each panel is a little over 400, so we have over 2,400 watts of solar, which is great.
Yeah. I really like how this is engineered. Very strong.
Very rugged, very rugged.
Yeah.
And then also you can see this is a canoe boom, which is great. So it really holds the sail. So you know the kids can jump off the end of the boom, no problem. When you're at, just hike it out to the side to open up the array, and you get lots of safe space to work on the boom.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, especially with the hard top here, there's no problem getting in and out
everywhere.
of the reach everywhere.
Nice strong rigging.
Yep. New sail lines that so pretty much all the lines have been replaced within the last year.
Yeah.
From sail bag lines to everything else.
Yeah.
So they're fresh.
Okay. So what are your batteries? Are they lithium batteries or AGM batteries?
So lithium. So
lithium.
there's a great they're lithium iron batteries.
Good.
They're made by MG, which is probably one of the best best companies out there. They work without issue with all the Victron systems. So we have a Victron and MG.
So between this and all your solar panels, you're set to power a whole village.
We have lots of power. With 3 kids and every electronic device, and I need my cappuccino in the morning. It's very, very important to have enough battery life.
Awesome.
So we've got this charging the batteries. We also upgraded both of the alternators on the engine. So running 1 or 2, you're producing 3,000 watts at 1,800, and we also have a generator in the bow
as well. Wow.
So lots of options to make energy, because that is the one thing you need aboard is energy.
Absolutely.
For everything.
Well, yeah, and these days all the kids do their school online.
Exactly.
So power,
exactly.
Okay, great. Let's move to the trampoline. Okay, so the trampolines, I really like
trampolines
them.
are brand new as of a year ago. So we installed them in January. 6 months ago. Yeah, January of 25. They're an offshore brand. So got rid of the original terrible nylon ones. So they're comfortable on the feet.
Squeaky.
They're not squeaky. They let water in and air in, and they're wonderfully comfortable, and kids can bounce and have a good time. In terms of the anchor, which is one of the more important parts, an upgraded Mantis M2. It's 40 kilograms, so we have never had any issue with her with the Mantis swivel. She comes with the 12 millimeter of chain. So rugged chain. It's about and 80 meters, and then rode as well. The windlass itself, we replaced the motor in June. We replaced the motor in June. The motor burned out, so we have a new 1,700 watt 12 volt motor.
Oh, that's a big winch.
So it's very powerful. Can handle the heavy anchor and the chain, no problem.
So that's
in this
in there?
and in this bag is a custom 6-foot bow sprit that we haven't put on because we haven't needed to run our code 0. But it has the ability to come up and down once installed. So
when you have your parasailers, I don't forget.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's good to know it's safe.
And the other thing, of course, is the bridle. So we have a custom bridle again with the Mantis shackle, very heavy duty.
You do like things to be like seriously heavy duty.
You got things are You
could put on
go big or go home.
Big freighters on that.
So it's very wonderful, easy clip it and forget it.
Okay. Then in here, so you've got storage.
Storage, yep. So the water tank, all these cushions come off. They slide in here if you're at anchor for a while. Otherwise, they can just come off. Inside here, do you want me to open them up?
I'll just have a look.
Oh yeah. So inside here is the chain locker. This is actually a portable fuel polishing unit. So if you're in some weird places, it runs off of just one of our Ryobi batteries to siphon and polish fuels. This is the water tanks. And then, of course, the chain locker is just straight behind. And then here we go.
And then over on this side is the generator, which had a complete overhaul with so this is the generator. It's a Cummins 13,000.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a big mama. Has about 3,200 hours, but all of the pieces.
That's not a lot. That's not a lot for a generator.
Right? But we've got the belt, the anodes, the pump. All of it has been sort of upgraded and done within the last 8 months. So in Papete, we redid all the filters and so forth. So that's where the generator lives. Over on this other side, over on this other side is where where we kind of keep some of our toys. So over here we have the Oxley and lines, and then underneath the Oxley we have our brand new Coultry stainless. I made this little box over it. So the box just comes straight out, and it has only about 30 hours on it for scuba diving. So 6 brand new aluminum 60 tanks, which are great for kids and us. You get 40-50 minutes of bottom time. The Coultry has 2 hoses. It has an automatic cutoff for 3,200 psi, and it also has a automatic condensation valve. It's a great little setup, and it runs off of the generator. So we just turn the generator on. We can do 2 tanks in about 45 minutes. It's great. It's a great system. And that's a little snorkel there. So we can actually fill the tanks in here with a snorkel out, which is great.
Yeah, perfect. So you don't have to leave them in a net.
Yep, yeah, exactly. And this is so they're 2 freshwater tanks. They're just separated in case one has a problem. But yeah, nice and easy. Perfect. So.
All right, so let's have a look at the sail lockers.
Sail lockers. Okay, so this side is the gear place. So this is in the original Lagoon design. This is actually a head. So it has a in the bottom. It has an electronic sump pump to drain any water that gets on inside. It has a sink. It's a wet shower, but we have all of our scuba gear, our spearfishing gear, our kite board, our wing foiling gear. Everything easily lives down here.
So it's basically crew cabin, and it's also completely disconnected from the rest of the boat.
Correct. Yeah. So this could be easily converted back into a wet shower for a crew if necessary.
Right. Yeah.
And on the other side is where we just keep lines and stand-up paddle boards and all the other necessary toys. All the other stuff. Toys. Yeah, so that's everything. So we've got a huge little inflatable swim mat for the kids, 2 stand-up paddle boards, an inflatable ring for the dinghy. The code 0 is buried underneath all this.
And you're leaving everything for the happy new owners of OPTIMYSTIC.
Yeah, it's easy.
So don't need to buy Christmas presents.
No Christmas presents. This is one big Christmas present. Yeah, it has and then just here on the starboard side, it has the magnet things for the stand-up paddle boards.
All right, Sam. Well, let's go inside.
All right, so here we are in the salon, the galley of OPTIMYSTIC. There have been a bunch of upgrades here. The isotherm freezer was completely replaced at the end of 2024. We have an Oleo. It's a French company that both filters and remineralizes water. So it actually has really good tasting water. The 4-burner butane, propane stove and oven, which is great.
and installed microwave.
Yeah, which the more recent models of the Lagoon don't have the microwave anymore.
Right, yeah.
And that's been I loved having a microwave.
with all the batteries,
yeah.
It's really nice to use a few minutes of microwave power. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Of course, soda streams for those who like bubbles, which is a great addition. Of course, over here we have the 12-inch screen. And one of the unique things about this boat is it actually has a second autopilot. So one of my biggest fears was a lightning strike. And a lightning strikes the boat nearby, it fries the entire electrical system. And one of the unique things here is that we have an isolated autopilot. So it's completely separate. We have two breakers that we flip, and we can direct the boat on a magnetic heading with this second autopilot. And so with 28 days on one autopilot, things get hot and overheated, and so it was really nice to be able to go back and forth over those 28 days between these two autopilots on our Pacific crossing.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll see that we have the Victron Energy display here. We can look at all of our fuel levels and water levels. We burned some gas on the way over from Tonga.
There's no wind.
There's no wind, but you can really nicely look at your solar yield by the different panels here to determine whether you've got shade on one and change your boom. It's a very nice system. Right now we are chewing through energy because we are making fresh focaccia in our air fryer. But it also has the Lagoon energy system still on board in case anybody, for whatever reason, wants to go back to factory settings, as well as a air conditioning unit. We have two compressors under this bench that one of which was...
So you have two air conditionings in this salon?
So we have air conditioning in the four, so we have 4 units, 1 per bedroom, and then 2 up here. So 6 total.
Wow.
So lots of air conditioning. And 3 of those units were newly replaced in 2024-25.
All right.
So then there's lots of storage down below. Storage under here as well in the benches.
Yeah.
We've used this the factory panel in terms of turning on electronics. And it seems to it worked very seamlessly and easily here.
Very self-explanatory.
So when leaving the boat, you can turn off the water and turn off everything.
Cool storage?
Cool storage. So this is refrigerator, freezer, and then outside we have our Dometic freezer.
Oh yes, you have another one there as well. Yeah, great.
Air fryer, highly recommended. Fabulous cappuccino machine, and then a rice cooker. So all sorts of good equipment, all sorts of important pieces of equipment.
And you found that the storage is adequate. You've got room for
storage is great. It has huge bilges, so whatever we can't fit up above in the galley, we just place in our bilges. So we made very comfortably across the Pacific for 28 days.
Yeah, so easy to access. It's basically just cupboards.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so let's have a look at the cabins.
Cabin Max, can you hop out of your cabin?
Okay.
All right. All right. So we're starting in the port hull. The way that we've designed this is my wife and I, the master cabin is port stern, and then the kids are living in the other 3 cabins.
Okay.
So you come down the stairs. We have storage in the hallway here. Lots of storage again in the bilges, and the cabinet, and hanging closet. Lots of room under the bed here, sliding. Really great ventilation. So we have above and beside. So the wind actually comes through, and what doesn't. We kind of upgraded these fans. The original factory fans are terrible.
They're noisy.
They're noisy, and they use too much power. And these guys seem to. I don't know if you heard it up above, but we had the other ones on, and even though they're exposed, They're not dangerous, but they are much more efficient. These
I know they're not
better fans, definitely.
There's nothing than worse than a rattling fan.
We have, USB plugs as well. And then, of course, just behind you, we have the air conditioning units we really haven't used since Panama.
Right, okay.
And then if we just hop into here, all the bathrooms are the same. So we've converted to a freshwater flush on all systems. It just makes the smell so much better. Salt water is an alive medium. And so when you are sticking alive things in your tanks, it just makes for a smell. This is really nice. So stand-up shower, hot, cold, again, good ventilation.
I like the windows in the shower.
Yeah, the windows are up or down, depending on if you probably need to drop it here in the marina, but this is a great place to take a shower. I'm 6'5", so I've got.
Yes, that's right. You are so tall.
I'm a tall guy.
6'5", and you don't bump your head.
I don't bump my head, and I can get in and out of these places.
There's not many catamarans that would have worked for you. Actually.
No, that's one of the nice thing. And I can stand up on the salon. I can stand on this boat, which is nice. There's some places I need to duck my head a little. But right behind you is just the little door frame, not much. And then just behind you again is our port bow. This is where our youngest lives. So plenty of room for the kids with some shelving that we put in.
Books.
Yes, loves his myths. And then if we close this door, we have also installed a washer and dryer here, which is really nice for the live aboard life.
Of course.
Very efficient. It can handle a lot of bedding and everything else.
Yeah.
And then in here is the exact same bathroom. So same bathroom for Max as well.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then of course the air conditioning unit. That powers this room. The compressor is just right underneath the bed. And again, good ventilation with the side and above.
Okay.
So.
All right. So let's have a look at the starboard side.
Sure, starboard side.
Sneak peek in that bathroom. Super.
Perfect. All right. So head down to so the other thing I forgot to mention, I don't know if now's a good time, but there's a great sound system on board. So 2 zones. There's a fusion system. So in the salon and in the cockpit, and then a second 1 zone inside and 1 zone outside, which is really nice.
Great.
So down below we'll go. So in the stern here is our daughter's cabin. Underneath the bed is where we have our about 1,600 amp hours of lithium batteries that are nicely packaged under the bed. People interested, I can take a picture later. But she still has plenty of room under her bed and slide-out drawers, and closet and so forth. We have everything sort of very well labeled. So right behind you in this cabinet is one of our large electronic.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So this is one of our electronic bays.
Look at this! This is awesome.
So these are our controllers, our solar controllers. Our 12. We have a 12 volt and a 48 volt. So to run the winches and the Tenderlift. And the windlass, it runs off of a 12 volt system.
That's really well organized. And you can access everything.
Very easily and very well labeled. Labeling is very important, and so everything is very well labeled here. And then a similar, if you just hop right in here, this is another bathroom for my daughter, so plenty of space for appropriate beauty products. And again, freshwater flush on this side as well.
Very tidy.
Very tidy, very tidy. Should also mention this: we have we have 2 black water tanks on the starboard side and on the port side. We still have no problems with the macerator on the port side, but the macerator was completely replaced 2 months ago on this side, so it's brand new and working great.
Good.
Yeah. So this is a system. Some people complain about the Lagoon. You either have to depending on where you put your tanks, you either have your tanks high, so you have to pump into the tank so that you can gravity feed out, or you have your tanks low, where you gravity feed into and then pump out of.
I'd rather that system.
This is ours, is down low and pump out.
Yes, I think it's much better.
Yeah. So it keeps weight down, it keeps weight low and everything, but it also, the macerator pump is brand new, so it's working great.
Okay.
So then we go into the bow, my son's room. And this is his space. So again, storage, and another air conditioning unit, and USB plugs and ventilation.
Same.
Here is where kind of the main part of the boat lies. So we actually have two 48 volt 5000 in parallel. So that's way more than anything. This is why we can run air conditioners off our batteries, because we have huge inverter ability.
I have never seen inverters of this size on a boat.
So you got some big
yachts, maybe.
Yeah, he's right. So we sort of overbuilt this for comfort.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, and again, all easily labeled and accessible.
Okay.
Alrighty. So that's the starboard side.
Okay, so now we are in the cockpit.
The cockpit. So the great thing about this cockpit is that it's a completely different and very livable space. So got a freshwater sink here. If you were crossing, the one thing that I would waste energy on 9 days out of 10 is ice. We have a wonderful ice maker. Ice maker is so key. Ice maker.
So nice.
Yeah, and then another drinks fridge here.
Oh, right. Yeah. So much cold storage.
So much cold storage. And then outdoor trash can here. And then this is a locker that we typically use just for a lot of our just sort of general supplies. One of the things that we will get into lots of issues with is converting gas tanks. Propane to butane and the different connections. And so we have all the different setups to actually get your butane from whatever tank you're purchasing it from into the actual locker here. So these, we have the ability to refill all of our little gas bottles for our Weber tank, and to refill the propane tank. And this is a safe propane locker with an electric solenoid, and so it drains, and we're not worried about it. Out here we also keep our twin top induction stove, which is great with our 48 valve. So we can sit out here when it's too hot inside, and just get our induction going. And then if people like it, we have our own little kind of moon lighting that you can't really see. It's sort of hidden, but it's some LED. Some LED lights. Up above we have our really nice fishing equipment. So gaff, very nice.
That's very fancy.
The Tiagra 30 reels. We've caught yellowfin and wahoo and mahi, and we fish when we have freezer space, and we've done a great job. And so there's lots of really good fishing equipment, because under here, lots of room. So a huge amount of fishing equipment. And of course, you need a really good backpack if you're cruising. Really good backpacks. And of course, just in case, another a Yeti cooler that we use as a bench for storage. And then we've, in terms of the stern here, we've put in these little boxes for fins and masks and so forth to declutter the area. Furthermore, we can walk over here to the port stern. We've made two really good improvements over here. One is the Rainmaker. So the Rainman. The Rainman produces, about 40 gallons an hour, a little more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very easy. You don't have to go into the engine room with your lifelines up, rocking seas. You can easily control this.
From here.
It requires minimal maintenance. We've got all the extras.
Does it run on your inverters?
It runs on it runs on the batteries. So it runs on the inverters. So the boat is a 48 volt boat. But with some 12 volt systems. So this runs off of the batteries. So it runs off of the inverters.
So you just turn it on.
Turn it on.
Okay.
And
oh
on
wow!
it goes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It requires a twist. That turns green, and you fill the tank.
Oh, is that easy?
It is bomb-proof.
Wow.
It's really easy, and and it lives in this port stern. So it's easy to access. We'll get into the engines in a second.
Yeah.
But the other serious upgrade, you will spend a lot of time spraying yourself down with fresh water. And the problem with lagoons is they have these terrible plastic systems.
A very
so
nice
this is a really nice
there's
stainless
plastic thing that always break. I don't like that.
Exactly.
Where did you get that?
Ascolti, Osculati. It actually
Italian.
fits perfectly. We've got 6 or 8 feet of, 6
really
meters
nice.
of hose. It's great. Hot, cold, and it's nice fresh water.
So your awesome system here.
Yeah, so we have a Tenderlift.
Yeah.
So the Tenderlift runs off the 12-volt system. It is game-changing in terms of life aboard. It's rough seas, you drop this down, you put the dinghy on, you hit the button, and up it comes.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about swinging, swinging davits, and this is solid. It's built into the boat. It's a great system, and without the dinghy on board, the wings fold open, and you have a complete a swim platform, which makes it really easy. So we're here in the port stern, which has a huge amount of space. One of our Yanmar 4H57s with the SD60 sail drive. Nice and clean, 1,600 hours, serviced when it's supposed to be serviced. Just got an oil change and fuel filter change today. In the stern here, you'll see that we have our Rainman, produces about 40 gallons an hour. Membranes are new as of about a year ago. Easy access to the pre-filter as well, and lots of pre-filter spares here. If you look over here to the inboard side, these are 2 breakers for our second autopilot, which sits here in the port stern. On the inside, you'll see the Fireboy fire suppression system, which automatically goes off and will extinguish any kind of fires in the engine compartment should they arise. And we also have down here a freshwater, saltwater wash down, easily started with the internal hoses. So nice and clean and easy access to the engine. Let's go over to the starboard side. Perfect. So we are now in the starboard compartment. One thing I should have mentioned is the great thing about these lagoons is that they, the doors, the aft sections open up afterwards, so you're protected back here in following seas and everything else. So it's a very safe entry. Lots of room in the starboard side. Here in the starboard side, a lot like the other side, except here we have the hydraulic lift system. We have all of our Ryobi power tools, 18 volt, pressure washers, sanders, drills, heat guns, a wet vac, fan, spare oils and fuel additives. Again, nice and open and safe. And again, our Fireboy suppression device as well. And this is where our primary autopilot connected to our B&G lives as well.
Okay, so that's it for Optimistic. For more information, please call Anna. WhatsApp number Battery Cockpit on the screen. You can also visit our website at www.nautilusyachtmanagement.com. Thanks for watching.